Well, quite some day then. We've had 7 games so far. It began with that draw between West Ham and Newcastle. Arsenal won their London derby against Brentford. Big win away from Watford at Villa Park. Likewise for Burnley at the Amex. Chelsea won at Crystal Palace. Liverpool beat Norwich. Southampton 2, Everton 0. Next up the leaders City, who host Tottenham Hotspur. And then 2 games tomorrow. Leeds against Manchester United, followed by Wolves against Leicester City. So the table now looks like this. For the moment, Liverpool within 6 points off the top, having played the same number of games as Pep Guardiola's team. Chelsea up to 50 points now in 3rd. West Ham 1 point off the top 4. Likewise, Arsenal, who are there in 6th place. Brighton and Southampton also in the top half. As for the bottom, it's been fluctuating all day, but at the moment, Norwich have dropped to the bottom once again. Then come Burnley, who jumped off the bottom with their win today. Then Watford, now just 4 points behind Newcastle. Still all to play for from me and Don. Goodbye for now.
Thanks to Joe Spate and to Don Hutchison. What an incredible end to Goal Rush. And we'll have more reaction from Demba Ba and from Michael Owen on an incredible win for Liverpool, falling behind to relegation-threatened Norwich initially, with their starting front 3 all on the score sheet within 17 minutes. And Liverpool now just 6 points behind Manchester City.
It doesn't seem that long since we were standing in exactly the same place talking about you getting your 50th Premier League goal. And here we are, 150 now for Liverpool, and a decent win, of course. How does that feel today?
It feels great. The result was... we struggled in the beginning when we considered a goal, but I think we played good football first half. Second half, we start the game we start second half. We consider goals, so the game become tougher. But we managed to come back, and yeah, it's a great result. Of course, I'm happy to score 150.
A place in the record books, the second fastest in the club's all-time history. That sounds... I know you'd want to be number 1, though, wouldn't you?
I don't know who was number 1.
Roger Hunt was the first one. Sir Roger Hunt, they call him around here.
Yeah, I'm always proud to score for this club, and you know, the most important thing to win games. So, which what we did today.
Feels like he's breaking a record season upon season, Mo Salah. Congratulations to him. But they certainly made life difficult for themselves, did Liverpool. They had to come back from behind, didn't they, Demba?
Yeah, they started the second half not as good as I believe they would have loved to. And I mean, this goal is unfortunate, but going 1-0 behind, maybe that's what strive them to come back.
Yeah. And this comes after what was a promising first half.
Yeah, I mean, Norwich played reasonably well, I must say. I like their intention more than their output. They didn't get too many chances, but not many teams do at Anfield. But Ṛakitic there having a shot from just outside the box. They tried and they played the right way, and I really like what I saw. I think if they play like that, then they might get pick up a lot more points between now and the end of the season.
For a period, it looked like it was going to be a frustrating afternoon for Liverpool. 2 goals in 2.5 minutes, turned it on its head.
Yeah, you're wondering if the first goal will come, and this was... As soon as this went in, you were confident. I love the way Sadio Mane, he picks up the flight of the ball. He decides his style of finish straight away. You can see he moves into position, he advances himself in front of the ball, and then he knows straight away, right, this is an overhead kick. And it was a brilliant choice of finish and great execution, even if it did come off his shin a little bit.
Yeah. As I mentioned, a couple of minutes later, Mo Salah.
That's one of the, we're always looking at teams that are playing beautiful football, at teams that are building from the back, but sometimes a long kick from the goalkeeper gets you running.
Yeah, he does, and you've got to be aware to these things. And not only Mo Salah, but of course Alisson as well. He was aware. I mean, it's not the first time he's assisted in a goal. And I mean, I must admit, I'm screaming at the telly, pass now, here. And then when he chops back from the goalkeeper, I'm saying, pass again. But what do I know? It was, again, wasn't his cleanest of strikes with his weak foot. But when the chips are down, when you need someone to pop up with an important goal, Mo is your man.
Yeah, you can see the Norwich defenders both wrong-footed. And you can see, he could only look on agonisingly. And that milestone goal is 150th in the red of Liverpool, coming in 233 appearances. Only Roger Hunt, the legendary Roger Hunt, has done it in fewer. That is quite incredible, Michael. You're on there as well, of course. Unsurprisingly so, in 280, but puts that in some perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's obviously an amazing player. He keeps breaking records all the time. He came to Liverpool in, at the perfect time to if you're going to be that type of player, to break records, you've had your experiences at other clubs. You come here, you're the real thing, and then you can go and smash all those records, which he's doing.
Yeah, special moment then for Mo Salah. Special moment as well for their new signing, Luis Diaz from Porto. His first Liverpool goal, and it happens to be in front of the Kop as well, Denver.
And what a finish. First of all, the run behind, he make a beautiful curve run. ᴜᴏ Origi got the number 4 out of his position, and he managed to just use that space. In the middle, the ball obviously is fantastic, and the first touch and the finish is just brilliant. So when you have team synergy like this, some beautiful movement like an orchestra, it always finishes like that.
Yeah. I mean, if ᴜᴏ Origi wasn't behind him, he might not have scored that. You could see the defender just pause, just look over his shoulder, and that gave him the metre or two that he needed. And as Demba said, when he got the chance, he didn't disappoint. Beautiful little dink at the Kop end.
And Liverpool